Good afternoon, students. I welcome you all once again for the online class. See, in the previous class, we had a discussion about the administrative system which was being changed by the British. Now, we'll have the discussion on the judicial changes. The judicial changes that the British brought in India. See, as we know, the judiciary before the British, the judiciary was based whatever the kings decide. Whatever the king says, that was a judiciary system, we can say. But a new judicial system started finding roots, especially when the British came and especially when the British took over the Mughals. Once when the British took over the Mughal rule, we can say the judiciary system changed, because the Mughal king, we can say the Mughal ruler Shah Alam II. What Mughal ruler Shah Alam did, he handed Diwani rights for the British. So, once when the Diwani rights were given to the British, remember, Diwani rights means it is related with collecting taxes. The British got complete rights in order to collect taxes from the kingdom. And once when they were given these rights, the British introduced a new system which was almost all, you can say, dual administrative system, or you can call it as dual government. So this dual administration or dual governance or the dual government, what does this dual government says? According to the dual government, according to dual administration or dual government, you will be having two government in a kingdom. Okay, two government, or you can say two authorities, and among these two authorities, one authority will be given to the British and one authority will be given to the Indian native ruler. Now, what are the powers given to the British? The British said they will be having the power of or managing revenue collections. Revenue collection, ಕಂದಾಯ ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡರು, revenue collections, whereas Indians were given the authority only to collect land taxes as well as civil and judiciary. Remember, the administration was given completely only to the Indians, whereas the administration on one side it is given only to Indians, whereas the rights of collecting the revenue or the taxes and other things were having only with the British. So once when they introduced this system, almost all the British financial condition became strong, and later British decided to retain or have all the authorities with themselves. They got all the authority with themselves, and after getting all the authorities, they started introducing changes in the administrative system. Now, what are the changes they brought in the judicial system? We can see that according to the plan, Warren Hastings, who was the Governor General of the time, Governor General Warren Hastings, he took over the administrative power in 1772. Okay. Once when he took in 1772, he introduced two types of court. Okay. And those two types of courts were almost all, these two types of courts, they were in a, we can say it was established in district level. And among these two courts, one court was called as a Diwani Adalat, and another one was called as the Fauzdar Adalat. Now, what are these two, Diwani Adalat and Fauzdar Adalat? Diwani Adalat is the Adalat which is related with the civil cases, or you can call it as civil court. It deals with civil case and it is called the civil court. Whereas Fauzdar Adalat is almost all considered, or it was called as a criminal court, which deals only with the criminal cases. So like this, for the first time, remember before this we were not having any courts. Whatever the king, whatever the head of the administration decides, that was final. But now, instead of going on like that, they introduced the courts in district level, which one was a Diwani and another was the Fauzdar. Diwani, which is related with the civil, and Fauzdar, which was related with the criminal cases. But one thing what we see here is, especially when there was a problem of civil cases, how to handle, because India is a nation where you can see Hindus, Muslims, almost all the religious people stay. So how can the decisions be given when they are related with the civil cases? So what they used to do, the administration was in such a way that Hindu decisions were given based on Hindu scriptures. The decisions were given based on Hindu scripture, whereas the Muslim decisions were given based on Shariat. That is nothing but according to the Muslim rule. So this is how the civil cases were handled. Now let us come to the criminal cases. We see that in criminal cases, the British introduced some legal procedures. Few legal procedures were introduced in the criminal cases, which were almost all related with some acts and codes. Based on that, they started the criminal cases, and based on the Hindu scriptures, Hindu cases were handled, and based on Sharia, the Muslim cases were handled. But civil courts or civil cases came under the administration of European officers. European officers handled the civil cases, and the other one, that is the criminal cases, these were under the control of native rulers, and especially as it was the kingdom of Mughals, the Qazis used to handle the cases. But though the Qazis are handling, see, they have been, Qazis were handling because it was a Mughal kingdom. Because we studied in the beginning that Shah Alam was the person who came. So here, though the Qazis were looking after the criminal cases, they were only nominal heads, because the Qazis also function according to the supervision of European officers. So this is how the judicial cases went on in India. Remember, in judicial cases we discussed, British took over the Mughal rule from the Mughal ruler Shah Alam, and then Shah Alam gave Diwani rights. Diwani rights is nothing but collecting of taxes, and later when they started collecting taxes, they introduced two government systems which were called as a dual governance. And in this two governance, one was the British government and one was the Indian government. And in the British, had the power of revenue collection, whereas the Indian rulers had the power of civil and judiciary and other things. British retained or they kept all the authorities with them later. Governor General Warren Hastings, he introduced two types of courts in India. It was in 1772, and these two courts were, one was the Diwani Adalat, which deals with the civil cases, and one was the Fauzdar Adalat, which deals with the criminal cases. And later we saw how the civil cases were handled on when it is Hindu case and how it was handled when it was a Muslim case. And then the criminal cases, in criminal cases what were the main scriptures? The main scriptures were the legal procedures which were made by the British. So this is what we discuss about the judicial changes of British in India. So about the next points we'll see later. Thank you.